It's 6:41, and yeah, it's normal for it to be hot around here or rain. This is the kind of summers we have in our area, and that's definitely what we've been getting: hot, humidity, and rain.
Oh my goodness. And you know, more showers are coming our way, I think, at times today, and hopefully we'll find some over the weekend to slow the temperatures down, because otherwise they're going up and away. I think today the showers are going to try real hard to keep us in the low 90s, but some of the warm spots may creep a little warmer than that. Been seeing a little activity on radar even early this morning, start to lift through parts of Leon County, but it gets a lot weaker as it moves north. There was a couple rumbles of thunder even here at the station not too long ago, but as it moves its way across I-10, it's getting weaker and weaker and is drifting a little bit more towards western parts of Leon County and into eastern parts of Gadsden County. Not looking super impressive anymore. I still see some activity to the south trying to lift north and maybe just a little bit more east of north as it moves. So we'll continue to monitor and see what's going on. There'll be more showers that do develop in places today. We still have a bunch of available moisture, but even that's going to start drying up. We're going to start bringing in some drier air in the upper part of the atmosphere, and all that plays a role in how our forecast evolves. It's 72 right now in Thomasville, 74 in Valdosta, 76 in Tallahassee. Got dew point numbers at 72, 3, and 5. So what that tells us is the air pretty much saturated and very sticky outside still. The warmer spots down near the coast at Alligator Point and Apalachicola, where they're up over 80. Pretty much everybody else between 72 and 76. Today's wind direction is more going to be from southeast and south, but it'll start turning more east and northeast and even north by tomorrow. That's one of those directions that makes it very difficult for the sea breeze to do its work, and that means likely fewer showers coming our way. I see a couple of spots like Dothan, Alabama, and even Cross City, where the visibility is restricted a little bit, and I think we can find some patchy fog in some spots tomorrow morning. But all the big organized weather is way off to the north. We've got all this warmer air in place for much of the south, and out here to our west, parts of Louisiana, parts of Texas, that's where that abundant tropical moisture has gone. You see some of these darker colors here on the water vapor imagery? That's the drier air in the middle and upper part of the atmosphere. As that starts to get introduced, it makes it difficult for the showers to get started in the first place, but it also makes it difficult for the showers to sustain themselves. So they don't last as long, they don't bring as much rain. And these are the kind of showers that last 15, 20 minutes, and then it just gets extra steamy outside. Different than when you get that 45-minute downpour with those heavier rains. So I think things are transitioning a little bit today. There still should be some showers, but they're not going to be the same kinds like we had the past couple of days. And then tomorrow and Sunday, those showers become fewer and farther between, which means we have longer duration, more higher temperatures. And you know, that's when we start talking about that big hot, and that's what's coming our way, I think, especially by Sunday, but it likely starts even tomorrow. Now, the tropics have been real quiet. We like them that way. I still do see some areas across the Atlantic where there are some pockets of showers. Nothing that's looking troubling of any kind. Maybe one little flare up in the far western Caribbean also. Doesn't look like it's going to turn into anything. And we've been watching this moisture and energy all week. It doesn't look like very much at all, and it's running out of time and space. That 10% chance for development is probably just about ready to fizzle out. So nothing going on in the tropics. We like it that way. We want it to stay that way. On the Gulf today, winds out of the southeast and south up to about 18 knots. Seas like 2 to 4 feet, so a little breezy for the boaters. I think those winds change direction and things change a bit as we head into the weekend. Rain chances go from 30 to 50 or 60% this afternoon. There should be some, but it's not going to be an everybody gets wet kind of deal. The warm spots like 92, 93, 94, hopefully we'll keep those temperatures closer to 90 in more locations. The showers eventually fizzle tonight. It stays partly cloudy. I think there'll be some patchy fog tomorrow morning, but would you look at those temperatures? Sunday and Monday especially, that's the air temperature, not the feels like. You're going to have to add 10 or 15 to that number to get the feels like, so dangerous kind of hot Sunday and Monday afternoon. Really uncomfortable, I think, all weekend and into early next week.